initially want to become a drag racer? Why this form of racing and not any other?
Well, I think NHRA because I grew up around it, and I like it because the sport, no matter who you are, you can race whatever you got. You ain't got to have $1 million race car. You come out here and race your moped to your four-wheeler, all the way to motorcycles to a top fuel dragster. So I think at an early age when I got to go to the racetrack with my dad and uncle is when I really fell in love with the sport, because you could tinker and you can actually see if you're making yourself faster or slower. You always try to make it fast, but it never goes that way. Sometimes it goes slower. So whatever you put in, you see direct results on the racetrack, and first to the finish line is the only way to start. If you make a left-hand turn, you're going too slow.
The NHRA has become one of the most diverse communities in motorsports. How did this pit become so accepting, and how do you feel it has managed to remain that way?
I think our sport has always been very diverse, like you're saying, is because the access. There are drag strips across every state. There's like 6, 7, 8, 10, 11 different drag strips across one state, and everybody can race. It doesn't make a difference where you come from, who you are. It doesn't make a difference how much money you spend. You can line up in your everyday driver or to a junkyard race car, all the way to a high performance vehicle that goes quicker than 7 seconds. So I think our sport's always been so diverse because the access is so ready available for everybody to go race.
Some NHRA drivers have raced in other forms of motorsports. You made it known you want to race in some NASCAR events one day. If you could go to any race in any other series for a few races, is that where you'd go? Or as a racer, would you take any and all opportunities? Maybe even the Indy 500?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to race. I mean, I love racing in general. I grew up racing motocross, tells you my background, where I came from. So I grew up racing on the dirt, and then I went to street bikes, to drag bikes, to top fuel. I always had a lot of fun racing go-karts, and I did some NASCAR E stuff, Can-Am E stuff. Had some fun with that. And but I would love to race the Indy 500, and I would love to race that Formula One car. A F1 car is the ultimate dream rush. You know what I mean? But IndyCar, NASCAR, oh man, that's right in my wheelhouse. I would love to do that. Oh, we got a plan. Me and Kyle Busch might make a driver swap.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I personally enjoy watching All-Star Racing and feel there could be more NHRA drivers doing it. How do you feel about one day racing the new IROC-like Everham Stewart SRX series? After the story I read about you, Tony's ATV in NASCAR maybe owes you one.
I would love to. And I'll tell you what, I think my crew chief, Mark Oswald, he raced in the IROC series years ago when they took drivers from every different spectacle, and he was actually a funny car world champion, and I would love to do that. I raced in a Toyota Celebrity race, and I dropped low ET of all the pros. So I went out there, did well. So I love every form of racing. I mean, if it's got wheels and it's got a steering wheel with a brake, I'll drive it.
If you were in charge of NHRA for a day, what changes would you make?
I would like to make a class, like a car. For 1 year, I'd like to make a car that is a funny car and a top fuel dragster mixed into one. And I like everybody to race everybody. So I like to race against John Force. I like to race against your Ron Capps. I like to race against your Jack Beckmans. I like to race against your Cruz Pedregons. And then we can actually all sell this and see who the best of the best is, and have a AAA throwdown NHRA event that we race for $1 million. How about that?
Gosh, that sounds so expensive but so cool.
I know. And everybody will be their A+ game. There'll be no excuses because they're racing for $1 million.
I want to watch that.
I think you even have a couple guys come out of retirement to race that.
How important is winning the Gatornationals, and what is it that makes winning so special?
The Gatornationals is just one of the most longest standing, just racetracks that's on the tour that's got so much shazam about it, I want to say. You know what I mean? Because when you come here, it's like everybody broke the mile-an-hour barrier. And this is where the bikes start their year off, the Gatornationals. Like my rookie year, this is my first professional race of my career. Back in 1998, was right here at this racetrack. And when you go to the Gatornationals and you win it, it's like winning a championship inside of itself, because everybody who's everybody comes down to the Gatornationals to show off. And I think what it is because it's the home of Big Daddy Darn Garlitz, and everybody knows what he's done for our sport. He's our icon in the sport, and he started here because of the Gatornationals.
At this point in your career, what's one weekend you want to win the most? What hardware do you still want in your trophy case for the first time or even again?
I think for what I want in my trophy case right now and what I'm looking for is Bristol at Thunder Valley. I think that's the only race that I have not raced at that we have not won at, is Bristol, Tennessee. I've won at every racetrack except for that racetrack. And I've been there numerous times and should have won. My parachute even came out early one time and caused me to lose by 3 thou. So Bristol is definitely that racetrack. And that's what I'm missing in the hardware stable. And I got a lot more. I want to win some more world championships. And one thing I'm missing is maybe a couple other world championships in a different category.
What's a lesson you learned later in life that you wish you would have known sooner?
I wish that I would have learned sooner to never settle in life. I wish when I was a young kid, I realized and could visualize that you have to put the work in to get the results. All the time now, I was growing up as a kid, always wishing and wanting to be better, but I never went the right route to be better. And that's being able to make a mistake, not scared to make a mistake. Not worried about what people will see or look at, or if they'll make fun of me if you stumble or mess up. I think that's the biggest key as being young, is to have that fearless attitude of just going and pursuing your dream and not worrying about what other people are telling you. And if they tell you something that's negative, just use that as your energy and your fuel to drive you even far in your passion.
Well, that's it for Gatornationals. I hope you guys had a fun time watching, because I know I had a fun time here. We got to interview some pretty amazing drivers who are all nice, super amazing. So that's it for the video. So make sure you smash the subscribe button, like, and share, and we'll see you guys in the next one.